Your 10 minutes starts in 10 seconds.
Okay, sure. My name is Lik Yen. That is not my picture. That is a picture of Bear Grylls. At age 23, he climbed Mount Everest. At age 22, I climbed Bukit Timah. So close enough. The whole point of this is just to set you up. Bungee is something that will really make adventure seamless for everyone. Okay, so let me start off with a survey. In the last 3 months, how many of you have done something on Living Social, Groupon, Zozy, or any of the social adventure sites around? Right, a fair number. So I've done that too. I have been, trying out all those cool stuff, and outdoor activities is one of the biggest and most popular things that these people go to. So what happens when you sign up for this thing? You buy the coupon, you call up the website, or you call up the company involved, and then you arrange a date to go down. On the day that you go down, you reach there at 7 a.m. and then they will present you with a waiver to sign. So how many of you enjoy waking up at 7 a.m. and reading 10 pages of 10-point writing? So nobody. So all of you want this. So every time you go out, it's 8 to 10 pages of documents. You're wasting an hour of your time just sitting there signing stuff when you could be doing cool things like skydiving or surfing or paragliding. This wastes time and money. Sometimes they give you the waivers to sign and bring over, and then people will forget it. And it also kind of dampens the atmosphere when you get there and you're ready to go and you're ready to have fun, and then you have to read some legal document about how you can't sue them in case you die. It's a downer. So Bungee is basically a portal for small outdoor activity companies to upload their waivers. They just push it online, and then when they have the email address of the participants, they can just send an email. The participants will go onto the website, sign the waivers electronically. On the day itself, everybody comes down at 7 a.m. and have fun, starting at 7:01, not 9. And so this is the business model that I proposed, which is that so the companies, the cost will be levied on the companies. They have to create an account. They pay per email address that they send out. And what I'm gonna tell them is that the cost per waiver is gonna be lower than what it costs for you to print your document, in terms of ink and paper. So the target market is these small outdoor activity clubs. They're not huge businesses, so they don't, they really depend on people showing up, and then they just give them a waiver, and then they'll be, just there to sign it. So what Bungee does is that it is a very seamless experience for customers. They sign everything way beforehand. There's no paperwork involved when they come. They come down and then they just start. For companies, they save money obviously, and they save time, which is very important for for things that are time sensitive. If you have like a 3-hour surfing lesson, you're not gonna waste half an hour on filling out forms. You're gonna waste it putting on your wetsuit. And so besides large portals out there that have their own ways of collecting waivers, these small companies really have no other way than to manually sign and date the waivers on site. So it's a great thing. So I'm gonna leave off with this interview I have with so this guy is called Jesse Myers. He's the owner of Live Paragliding. There is no audio on this setup, so I'm just gonna voice over for him. So he says, "Hi, I am Jesse Myers, and I hate making people sign waivers and wasting time." All right. Okay, and let's have a beer. So we should spend more time doing this instead of signing legal documents. Okay, any questions? Oops. I have not.
So how big a pain point is it really for these small business operators? So paper costs like a cent a page, and so if you have 100 customers, it costs me as a small business owner like $1 a day to print all these waivers? So you think you're charging them less than $1 a day?
Well, if you, I mean, not just on paper, on printing costs as well. If you're a small business owner, really the only reason you have to print anything is for waivers, and it's, I mean, you can approach it from the perspective that, you know, they're not gonna waste money buying an industrial strength printer to print, you know, hundreds of waivers, and also the cost of ink. So, if you
print one copy and then you have Kinko's make 1,000 copies, and then, you know, whenever a customer shows up, you take one off your pile of 1,000 to copy Kinko's.
yeah, so well,
How many small business owners, how many outdoor small business owners have you spoken with, and do you have a sense of how big the pain point the waivers?
I have spoken with them informally by attending the activities, and this is something that they always gripe about during the process. So, you know.
So you should have more than time savings, right?
Yeah.
Time savings, not cost.
Yeah, good point.
Than the paper ink.
Gotcha.
And also perhaps identity theft or privacy issues. It becomes more prominent with people leaving their emergency contact and information on these waivers. Perhaps it can appeal to some people who would like to just have everything done electronically, assuming they can trust you, or you find a way to partner with someone they can trust to safeguard the information.
Okay. Thank you.
Have you built this yet?
Was that?
Have you built this yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, build it. Yeah. It doesn't sound like it's a hard project. It's probably going to take you like a week to get like a MVP, like minimum viable product out, and then ship it, let people play with it. If it ends up making like a few $1,000s a month, great. Yeah. Have fun
Cool.
with it. If it turns out to be something bigger, even better. But build this. I love it because it's
You have that need.
Sure. So
All right, thank
get it
you.
done.
Thank
Another
you.
point, like you should pitch is not just like a time saving ahead of time, but also like record keeping. Like people hate to keep paper and filing them away. This is going to be something that like going to ease people's pain points, and that's going to sell them for you.
Good.
Like I think the benefit is very apparent. So build this. I think you will come and use it.
It may even
Right.
become some kind of a pass, right? Because once you've pre-filled your waiver, if another company is using the same standardized waiver, then the attendee could just say,
So-
I honor my existing waiver for that new company.
Yeah.
And so now the person looks at it as a great time saver because he doesn't even have to read another
Or
waiver
fill out the waiver.
because he's already agreed to existing standardized waiver.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think to go in Mark's points, I think the pitch needs to be refined. Time saving is a much stronger pitch than saving a few cents. It turns out also that when you show up and you sign a waiver that they hand you, that's called an adhesion contract, signed under conditions of unequal bargaining rights, which is a legal term that basically means there's less legally binding. So if someone sends you a contract a day in advance and you've had a chance to review it, it's actually I'm not a lawyer and I can't give legal advice, but it's actually a more legally binding if you have a chance to review
Okay.
it. And you're given like 20 minutes to review it.
Gotcha.
I like your value proposition slide with regards to how they actually could potentially retain some of these customers and users. If you really want to, kind of raise money to do this, although I don't think you need to, I think I totally agree with Bowie's comment that you should just build this, test it out. I think if you want to do a proper investor pitch, you should actually talk about how retention numbers could go up for some of the testers, especially for those Groupon deals, because I don't know what Groupon is doing to help these guys retain their users after they bump for one weekend or weekday. So I think there could be a bigger business model right there if you start getting all these little outdoor vendors accounts and a way for them to connect with their users over there. I think there's a lot of value there, but focus on the MVP first.
Right.
Actually,
Gotcha.
on the MVP point, I think you can build this in less than like a weekend. Okay. So there's a really cool service called HelloFax. Like basically allow you to do like a document signing super easy.
HelloFax.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use that service and you don't even need to worry about document storage because you know why? They allow you to integrate directly into the customer's Dropbox.
Oh.
So you do everything. You basically pass one information to another set of like people, and they will take care of signing. And once they're done signing, somebody else will take care of storage. So you do absolutely nothing. Right?
Okay.
Just passing messages around.
That sounds
and
fun.
If you can charge $1 out of every transaction, great. power to you.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you. That was fast.
Also, perhaps identity theft or privacy issues, it becomes more prominent with people leaving their emergency contact information on these waivers. Perhaps you can appeal to some people who like to just have everything done electronically, assuming they can trust you, or you find a way to partner with someone they can trust to safeguard the information.
Have you built this yet?
Was it?
Have you built this yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, build it. Yeah. It doesn't sound like it's a hard project. It's probably going to take you like a week to get like a MVP, like minimum viable product out, and then ship it, let people play with it. If it ends up making like $3,000 a month, great.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. If it turns out to be something bigger, even better. But build this. I love it. It's the big one that everyone can share. So get it done. Another point like you should pitch is not just like a time saving ahead of time, but also like record keeping. Like people hate to keep paper and filing them away. This is going to be something that these people's pain points, and that's going to solve it for you. I think the benefit is very apparent. So build this. I think you will come and use it.
It may even become some kind of a pass, right? Because once you pre-filled your waiver, if another company is using the same standardized waiver, then the attendee could just say, I honor my existing waiver for that new company.
Yeah.
And so now the person looks at it as a great time saver because he doesn't even have to read another waiver because he's already agreed to existing standardized waiver.
Thank you.
I think to borrow in Mark's points, I think the pitch needs to be refined. Time saving is a much stronger pitch than saving a few cents. It turns out also that when you show up and you sign a waiver that you hand you, that's called an adhesion contract, signed under conditions of unequal bargaining rights, which is a legal term that basically means it's less legally binding. So if someone sends you a contract a day in advance and you have a chance to review it, it's actually I'm not a lawyer and I can't give legal advice, but it's actually a more legally binding before the transfer.
Okay.
Given a 10 years review. That's it.
And I like your value proposition slide with regards to how they actually could potentially retain some of these customers and users. If you really want to, kind of raise money to do this, although I don't think you need to, I think I totally agree with Boris' comment that you just build this, test it out. I think if you want to pitch, if you want to do a proper investor pitch, you should actually talk about how retention numbers could go up for some of the testers. Especially for those Groupon deals, because I don't know what Groupon is doing to help these guys retain their users after that month for 1 weekend or weekday. So I think there could be a bigger business model right there if you start getting all these little outdoor vendors accounts and a way for them to connect with their users over there. I think there's a lot of value there, but focus on the MVP first.
Actually, on the MVP point, I think you can build this in less than like a weekend. Okay. So there's a really cool service called Hello Facts. Like they allow you to do like a document signing super easy.
Hello, Facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use that service and you don't even need to worry about document storage because you know why? They allow you to integrate directly into the customer's Dropbox.
Oh.
So you do everything. You basically pass one information to another set of like people, and they'll take care of the signing. And once they're done signing, somebody else will take care of storage. So you do absolutely nothing. Like just passing messages around.
That sounds
And
fun.
if you can charge $1 out of every transaction,